Morning time right now is 7:38. That means it's time for Dr. Marty. He's going to be coming up with the Monday Morning Jumpstart. What are we talking about today?
I want to talk about nostalgia, in the holidays, because we know that nostalgia can increase emotional well-being, feelings of belonging and meaning. So I want to ask you guys about Christmas pasts, the Morning Cruise Christmas past. So I got some questions so you can kind of reflect on your past Christmases.
Oh boy, we've repressed all that down.
No, you'll enjoy it, I think.
We're going to dig it up again and see what happens.
Yeah, here we go.
I've packed that so far down in my brain, Marty, that I was hoping it would never come up again. But that's okay. It will right here live on the air. Bubba and Madison in the morning. Brian Welch with the forecast.
Partly sunny, highs in the upper 30s.
And Dr. Marty coming up next after Brett Young and Here Tonight on 102.9 W4 Country.
Clear on radio.
So, Bubba, with what you're drinking.
Yep.
This is a thing now. I think it comes from neuro-linguistic programming, but I'm noticing that people who have podcasts, like on YouTube, where you can see the video, they always take a drink of something and say what they're drinking. So today the drink is ice. I'm serious. I'm seeing this all over. So there must be a lot of research around it. So who's the guy that did Dilbert? He's got a podcast.
Oh,
what's his name?
He's crazy. I can't remember his
he's
name.
crazy like a fox. I mean, this guy's pretty, he works you, but he's the guy that really taught me that. Then I started seeing it in lots of places. So he goes, okay, everybody, let's take a sip of the coffee. Today I have blah, blah, describes, and I don't know if it's like the sensory thing that makes people like sort of feel this, connection to it, or kind of, there you go. There you go. All you would have had to done, and it would have been perfect, is just say what you're drinking.
Stuff.
I'll get fired if I say what I'm drinking.
I'm drinking a liquid.
I'm drinking water. Wink.
Well, you got to be more descriptive on it. Like, this is a cool, refreshing Dasani.
Well, this came straight from my Frigidator. Got the ice from the ice chest.
TMI. Okay, you were there, but
This water is
Good morning, Cindy.
several billion years old,
good morning, Peter.
which is technically true.
Get the hat going again,
I
huh?
hide my hat hair. Yeah.
Hat hair. Or bed head.
Hide my bed head with hat hair. This hat was a gift. This was what the Saline High School baseball team
Can I borrow
at
your Arizona hat?
Firehouse Friday when we were at Station 6 in Ann Arbor.
Mm.
Yeah.
Was it that one, or was
Either
it
one,
from
whatever one you
the
roll.
one on Michigan Ave?
Good morning, Heidi.
Good morning,
Hi,
Heidi.
Heidi.
Good morning, Cindy.
Well,
Well,
now I
she's
don't
off.
recall.
There you go. She's with the program. See, she's talking about her beverage. There goes Madison.
It's almost gone. I need some more.
I think that's going to be my trip at the commercial break.
The only podcast I watch is from the Points Guy UK. It's about frequent flyer stuff.
Oh,
And the podcast itself is called Cuppa TPG, the Points Guy Cuppa TPG. And it's all about the coffee and tea that they're drinking too.
Oh,
That's how it starts it out. You're
okay.
right.
See, maybe they
You
research
do an
that.
entire podcast out of that?
No, well, they do it on travel, but they start out with what they're drinking. Cuppa,
Oh, I see.
It's from Great Britain. Cuppa. You want to see why I never
30
wear a hat?
seconds.
This is why I never wear a hat.
Oh, it's not that bad.
You look like you're gonna go work on the
Congrats.
lawn. You think you need to bring yours down, Welch?
Down?
Yeah.
Oh, because you always
10
want it like
seconds.
on the eyebrows.
Yeah.
Right?
There you go.
But then it's like hitting my glasses.
Here we go. Back
Pushing
in
them down
radio.
my
now.
nose.
Yeah, I
5,
guess that's a problem.
4, 3, 2.
102.9 W4 Country and the Breakfast with Bubba show in the morning with Brett Young and Here Tonight. Dr. Marty's here for your Monday Morning Jumpstart. You can catch Dr. Martin Fletcher on the Shepherd and the Shrink podcast. Also from Renew Hope Counseling in Chelsea, Dexter, and you're just growing like a
Weed.
like a weed out there. Yeah, and he's here with us every single Monday morning to help your week out and give you a little jumpstart with something better. What are we talking about today? Holidays?
Yeah, so I want to talk about nostalgia and encourage people to engage in nostalgia, because the research in psychology is showing that it can actually help us feel good. So it's a kind of a soft, kind of heavy feeling you would think, but it can bring feelings of well-being, social connection, meaning and purpose in life. So I want to ask you about your Christmas pasts, right? So help you to reflect on that, and that maybe be a little nostalgia, bring a tear to your eye.
Like the time Bubba was visited by 3 ghosts.
We could start with my dad's hyperglycemia. So every year at Christmas, there was always, sugar and candy and stuff.
Yeah.
And by the end of gifts opening, he'd be like crazy. He would just be mad every Christmas because he would have like this blood sugar rush.
How about this? Let's start with this. What's the weirdest or worst gift that you'd seen, Bubba, that either you've given or seen given?
Wow.
Weird gifts.
We were talking about some weird gifts the other day.
Yeah.
Have you gotten a weird gift?
Well, I requested to get a specific gift and I got it. I think I was 7 or 8 years old, and every time there was a small little mess on the floor, my mom made me haul out that vacuum that was bigger than I was, and I was sick of hauling out the big old vacuum cleaner, so I asked for a dustbuster, and I got one.
You got that. Welch, you have to be just a cornucopia of weird gifts that you've asked for.
Well, so, I mean, sure, there's things that I've asked for, but also I remember there's one that is still, like, you can find it in the archives of the Welch family home videos that I was pretty young. We're opening presents and everything. I got a giant book that was called How Stuff Works. And it was like a lot of cutaway diagrams, is like how, what goes into like an ocean liner, that sort of thing. And I was like, I had all these toys, and then I was like, I had this giant book, and it was just like, I don't know what it is, but I can balance it on my leg.
When I was in 6th grade, I asked for airplane seats. I wanted seats out of an airplane. And of all the people that actually got me what I wanted, it was my sister, believe it or not. She drove out to like the desert where they, I don't know, scrap airplanes and
crash them.
Wow. Yeah, but bought airplane seats for me. So and my mom was always like the queen of decorating. Like her house was, it was almost like white carpet. Her Christmas tree was white with custom ribbons that matched the valances. I mean, that's how into decorating she was. And I had a pair of bright orange airplane seats.
In sixth grade, you were doing it back then?
Oh yeah. This craziness has been as long as I've been, Marty.
I gave a girlfriend a hair removal thing, trimmer, mustache trimmer. That was a long time ago, and I wasn't.
No, you didn't.
I did do that. That's not a joke.
That's terrible.
I regretted it that morning.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah. Did you get immediate attitude?
It wasn't what I expected, but I should have expected it. The response.
More with Dr. Marty coming up. Let's get you on the road and get you going with your W4 country traffic. Madison, what do you got?
Things are looking pretty good, actually. I don't have any major problems to report. Not a bad Monday morning commute. 94 running smoothly. So is 96. 23 looks pretty good right now. M52, M14 are running at posted speeds. Maybe a little heavier traffic on US 12, right around 23. On Washtenaw and Plymouth Road, right around 23 as well. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. Traffic is sponsored by Safeguard Soap and Sanitizers, and that's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
Clear on radio.
Steve says Dr. Marty's in the eternal doghouse for that one.
She'll never forget me or forgive me.
I'll be right back.
Miz, did you ever get a weird one?
Yeah. And surprisingly, they came both from my uncle, who now lives up in Fairbanks, but man, about maybe 15, 20 odd years ago, he made a kind of like a wooden version, like an air hockey table for my brother and I. And what was weird about it is, like, we looked at it because he handmade it with little like wooden polished hockey sticks, and we're like, oh, we'll just smack the little wooden puck around. It's like, no, it's like you got to bank it off and get it into the little slot or whatever. And then the other one was more of a joke gift, where I wanted an album that the title of the album was it 13 Shades of Grey by Stained. So he gave me 13 stained splodges of gray.
Oh.
But it was funny. Like, he went to the hardware store, got different stains of gray. And I'm like,
that's cute. My family did a like white elephant gift exchange one year, and the one gift that everybody loved, it was like you had to make it or something. The one gift that everybody loved was the one that I brought. And I'd had this like a little wooden frame, and I glued macaroni all over it. So it was like a macaroni frame. But I mean, I was like 25 or something when this happened. So, but everybody loved it. And I put a picture of myself in it. And at the end, when they're doing like everybody's exchanging them, everyone was trying to get that one. I was kind of surprised.
Polk County Tap.
Carrie says,
the
good
views
morning.
Yeah, I want to see some comments.
Good morning, friends. Love the beach theme. Yeah, we got our little starfish in there. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got that one.
Yeah, I know.
Bubba needs a Newsboys or cabbie cap. Oh, that would be good. Do you have one of those?
Yeah.
I actually do have one at home.
What if you wore your hat backwards? Would that work?
Yeah, let me see that. That's I like that. That's a Michigan thing. Except for you got the wrong hat though. You can't have the half circle there.
You got to poke your bangs through a little bit if you're wearing it backwards, if you've got the thing.
Did you notice it's not tigers?
It's tigres.
The Spanish version therereof.
Good morning. Hey, there's my cousin Troy from Arizona. I want to hear about some weird gifts though. Like I want some of the listeners to.
How am I doing on time? I
don't know.
Miz isn't even here,
Miz
so I
is
guess we're doing okay.
What's to say?
I mean, who out there can tell me about a weird gift that they've given, received, or seen given or received? Because people are weird, complicated.
My former mother-in-law gave me a book called How to Trim Belly Fat.
Oh, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That was
a weird one.
That's horrible.
Mm-hmm. I don't think she meant it like there was definitely something lost in translation there. She did not mean it like that. English was not their first language. But yeah, it was an interesting one.
Joel said that his grandmother bought his mom Weight Watchers one year for Christmas.
See, people, I think they have good intentions
when they're doing stuff like that. Thinking,
well, just like your trimmer thing,
yeah,
whatever.
Thinking, yeah, like that would add value. Like, get rid of your mustache easily,
Aw. Well, that's the best present.
Yeah, that's
not.
Want
to know the worst present?
She was born on Christmas.
All right, stand by. Coming back on radio.
Uh-oh. Welch.
What?
5, 4, 3, 2.
102.9 W4 Country and the Breakfast with Bubba show, spreading a little Christmas cheer right there with Elvis Presley and Blue Christmas. Good morning. Time right now is 7:50. We're live on W4 TV at W4 Country's Facebook page, facebook.com/W4 Country, and our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/W4 Country, because Marty is here with the Monday Morning Jumpstart, and we're talking about Christmas nostalgia, Marty.
That's right. And it's actually good for you.
All right. What else did you want to ask us?
Well, I want to ask you a lot about. Okay. I'm gonna jog your memory. So let's talk re-gifts.
Oh, like my mom. We talked about this earlier this morning. My mom was the queen of re-gifts. We had a gift cupboard in the house, and she would it was the linen closet. The bottom half was linens. The top half was literally gifts that she got, and she'd put a little sticky note on them. Who gave it to her so she wouldn't re-gift it back to the same person?
That was the way she operated, huh?
That was, yeah. So it was, so she could tell, like social circles, if it would come up in the same social circle, it wouldn't go there, but she would constantly I don't think she kept anything she got from friends. I think it all just got regifted.
That's almost not a regift. That's almost like take my junk.
Pretty much. Yeah. That's
yeah.
Maybe that's what a regift is. Welch, any regifts?
Not that I can think of. No, I think I maybe once or twice I got the same thing for somebody else that person got me.
Yeah.
But I can't remember any regifts.
Yeah, no. I don't really remember any regifts either, but my mom did have a gift closet. I don't think it was full of stuff that she had gotten and was trying to pawn off on other people, but it was definitely like things that she had seen. I don't know, something like little potpourri bundles or whatever that she thought, oh, next time, it's like you have to have the coffee cake out, and then you need a little gift as well when someone does the drop in, or if she had to go somewhere, she would bring the hostess gift.
I bet that closet smelled good.
It smelled delicious.
Full of potpourri.
Yes, candles, potpourri, all that kind of stuff.
I want to go to your childhood home. It smells like coffee cake and potpourri.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a thing though, because I'm surprised how many people tell me that they give a gift to their dad, and he's like, well, what am I gonna do with this? Or you got the wrong one. That's a guy that doesn't know how to re-gift.
You know, this is kind of weird. I've never taken back a gift that was given to me because I've always thought, you know, if there was enough thought put into it, I need to keep this. I've never returned a gift. Like, never done that before.
I've never either, but that's because I'm pretty much I'm too lazy to figure out where to go and how to get there.
You need a re-gift closet.
Yep, more with Dr. Marty coming up right now. Luke Combs, this is Better Together. Watch us on W4 TV and join us in conversation at all times there. Facebook.com/W4Country and YouTube.com/W4Country.
Clear on radio.
Yeah, normally that stuff just kind of sits in the back of my closet because I don't know what to do with it. Let's see. Oh, Cindy says, wise woman. I think that's probably directed to one or both of our mothers. Carrie says, for several years, my grandma gave my brother a flower puzzle. I love puzzles. You don't know what to give me. You can give me a puzzle. I'll do a puzzle. I love puzzles. Hi, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn. I was able to have dinner with Glenn and Wendy on Saturday night.
Oh, that's fun.
He was in Daytona participating in a triathlon in Daytona, which isn't too terribly far from me. We met kind of in the middle and had dinner.
See, that's a good idea. A gift card that maybe you won't use, but somebody else will.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
As long as somebody didn't accidentally use part of it.
Well,
there's like $3.49 left on the card.
Yeah.
at least though, Cindy, your husband knows what you like. He might be getting it for you again, but he knows
Don't
this is
deviate, like
something you'll use.
You found the right answer. Don't risk anything else. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Right.
She liked it 5 years ago, right?
You know what I want for Christmas this year?
What's that?
Botox.
I already got your Christmas gift for you, honey.
Hey, I got you a facial and you never used it.
I'll
Right?
use it. I'm going to use it next week.
I'm that guy's gonna call you out like, hey, you know, like my gift.
Nope. I'll do that next week. I haven't used it yet. You're
It's
right.
good for you. It's like a massage. You'll love it.
Okay.
I also love coloring books.
Well, okay, puzzles and coloring books.
It's
Why?
puzzles and coloring books. It's like you can just kind of shut your mind off.
Yes.
It's calming. You're focusing on what you're doing and you're not really thinking about a whole lot else.
It's like mindfulness.
Yes.
You know, your blood pressure goes down, your breathing kind of slows down, you get relaxed. If you were ruminating before, you're not now because there's a small cognitive load.
I'm not capable of mindfulness.
Sure you are.
1 minute till we're back on radio.
To last an eternity.
Oh, and chia pets.
Oh,
I didn't like it either.
that's what I'm talking about.
Excuse me.
Speaking of puzzles, my mom has put together puzzles for my brothers and me to solve every Christmas in order to get our gifts. And just a couple of years ago, it was we all got different segments of a giant puzzle that was flowers, put it all together, and there was a message written on the underside of it.
Oh,
It was in binary.
That said where it is.
That
Where you
said
get that?
where the next clue was.
Oh,
Yeah, my
I
mom
gotcha.
put a ton of effort
written
into.
in
That's
binary.
fun,
Yeah.
man.
Long story short, it ended up being drink more Ovaltine. 10 seconds.
That's kind of your holiday tradition, right?
Yeah.
Back in 5, 4, 3, 2.
102.9 W4 Country, 757 at WWWFM Ann Arbor. It's the Breakfast with Bubba show, and Dr. Marty is here for your Monday morning jumpstart. We're talking Christmas nostalgia. This is kind of a different territory for you, Marty. We don't have a top 5 list. We're just chatting.
I have a top 5. I just didn't give you the numbers. I would leave the counting to you.
Okay. I think
Like
this
Welch's
is-
mom. It's like a puzzle.
Yeah. This is number 3 then, right?
This is number 3, right?
Okay.
So
what do you got?
I want to know about the most unusual, noteworthy traditions either your family had or that you have observed in others. So, a weird tradition. You're like, what does that have to do with, like in Seinfeld, right?
Festivus?
Yeah.
Got a real problem with you people.
Airing of the grievances.
Yeah. You know what? I would say that the tradition I'm breaking it this year has been to go to Hawaii. I mean, since my parents both passed, I don't have a big family. I have a sister, and she's crazy. So I'd get together and go to Hawaii with friends every Christmas. But because of how weird everything is this year, all those friends are getting together in Florida instead of Hawaii. So it's going to kind of break the tradition this year. But Christmas in Hawaii it's special.
So are you missing that this year?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I would look forward to that and go every year. And I'm sure next year it'll be back, but this year a little different. I'm going to Florida, and then we're going to Cancun.
Oh, there you go.
So stay with the tropical theme.
Right on.
Yeah, different coast.
Yeah.
Madison.
I grew up in Grand Rapids, and from as little as I can remember being, we would go to the candlelight service at church on Christmas Eve. And then it would be done, at midnight or after midnight or whatever. And we would drive through East Grand Rapids to get home. And there's a neighborhood in East Grand Rapids where every single house lights up. They do all of the Christmas lights, and they even do the luminaries or whatever that light the way. And all of the cars will drive through. I mean, and it's lines of cars, lineups, huge lineup of cars that will drive through, and everybody shuts their lights off, and you just go kind of up and down these streets. And so that's the route that we would take home. And we did that every single year. And even after my parents split when I was 13, or whatever, however old I was, we still all spent holidays together. So we would still go to church, and we would still do that drive. Well, as I got older, moved out of the house, whatever, we kind of stopped doing it one day. And I remember I was in my early 20s and with my ex, and I was looking at some of the holiday traditions that he and his family did. And I realized that we hadn't done that in a long time. And I had a full-on adult temper tantrum on Christmas Eve because I planned on all of us doing it. And then nobody could show up to do it because everybody was doing a different thing, even though they promised that they would be there. And I was crying and screaming and kicking in the car. Like, I was so upset.
Yeah, they're important, aren't they?
Welch,
I didn't realize how important it was, I think, to me until then.
Welch, can you give yours in 15 seconds or less?
Oh, sure. My mom creates elaborate puzzles for us to solve. And my brother Eric lives out in LA, so he always comes home for the holidays. And she tries to actually make them difficult. And my brothers are whip smart. So we blaze through these things. And she's like, I have to make it harder next year.
All right. More with Dr. Marty coming up right now. Check on traffic. What do you got, Madison?
Thankfully, no major problems. It looks like 94 is running smoothly. So is 23. No problems on 96. And 52, a little heavier traffic just north of Manchester, and a little heavier traffic right at 94. A little heavier on US 12 right at 23, and Washtenaw right at 23. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. Traffic is sponsored by Audible, and that's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
Clear on radio.
I'm going to have you cut Jason Aldean.
Okay.
Bubba, you want me to give you the list numbers so you can review them? Usually write them down.
I'll have you review them.
Okay. I think it was Patty. She said she regifts Chia Pets. Chia Pets. If you have a Bob Ross Chia Pet, Jeremy might be looking for it.
So you get happy little trees on Bob Ross's head.
There you go.
And a happy little tree.
Hey, Cindy.
Pudding I think that's her holiday tradition.
Cindy, did your mom put Nilla wafers in that pudding?
Oh my God, I love vanilla. My grandma always had
banana pudding with Nilla wafers is what I forgot all about that till she mentioned that.
Is that a Christmas thing, or
it was in my trailer?
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't remember it being in pudding, but my grandma always had those vanilla wafers.
They're not, vanilla, first of all. Did you know that vanilla is the most popular ice cream?
What's that?
Do you know that vanilla is the most popular? You knew that, Miz?
That I did know.
Is it because of the topping?
Body buy it as well, too. But
what's that?
Body buy vanilla ice cream as well, too. But,
okay.
Body buy vanilla ice cream.
So look, though, here's the deal, though. When you go into like a really good ice cream store, and have them scoop it for you, I never see vanilla there. Do you?
Well, because a lot of people say, vanilla, because then you can add whatever you want to
That's what I say.
Well, you'll see
garbage. What are you talking about?
That means you like
French vanilla, but I don't think I'll see vanilla, though.
Yeah, but it's not just the ice cream; it's what you do to the ice cream. Is what I'm saying. But I guess, right?
It's what you can do, but you don't have to do.
Are you going to the dog park?
You just eat vanilla ice cream?
Oh,
I will. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, really? Hey, how about this? This is weird. Do you guys ever make snow ice cream, or is that a poor people thing?
When you say like shaved ice or like scooping
No,
snow out of the yard?
No, I'm serious, man. That's what we did. We would take a
Don't
bowl.
eat yellow snow.
My mom showed
my
us how to do this.
God.
They did when they're kids. So we used to do this. We would, when it would snow, we'd go out with a bowl, put
10
vanilla
seconds,
and
half the
sugar.
hour.
It's gross, but we couldn't afford real ice cream. So, and you mix it up and you eat it.
Stand by for top of the hour.
How does
I
it
grew
eat?
up
How does
in-
it not melt?
I grew up in LA, Marty. We've never heard of such thing.
18
Sand ice
years of
cream.
helping you wake up happy. It's the Breakfast with Bubba Show.
Hey, good morning. It's 3 minutes after 8 o'clock. I want to thank you for listening to us. You found the Breakfast with Bubba show with Bubba and Madison Raleigh.
Good morning. Partly sunny skies today and highs in the mid-30s.
You're listening to WWWFM Ann Arbor. So very proud to be a Cumulus station. Watch us now on W4 TV. We've got Dr. Marty in the middle of the Monday Morning Jumpstart.
Clear on radio.
Got Dr. Marty talking about eating snow with piss in it.
So, Marty, just so I'm genuinely curious. So it was snow and then vanilla and sugar and mixed together.
Yes.
Okay.
How does it not like melt? It just
I
isn't
remember
really
it being kind of melty, but it wasn't what you would think. It's not water. It does kind of
Okay.
stay, you're outside too, so eating it, so it's not like it can
Well,
melt.
Canadians do that, right? With they'll put syrup in. They have like this is a thing. You can just go out in, like the streets in like downtown, like squares or whatever in like downtown Montreal or something, and they have snow on this like little shallow like tray table thing, and then they give you a stick and you put a little maple on it and you roll it in the snow. And then you
Yeah.
have-
I have heard
I
that.
forget what they're called, but yeah, they're like maple syrup popsicles.
You do
they
know what
pick
my
the snow off the street?
No, not off the street. It's like they make the snow, but it's in the middle of the town square, like the little downtown area where the shops are and all the other like outdoor vendors are and stuff like that because they do everything outside in the winter.
do you know what
and
my
then-
favorite flavor was of snow ice cream?
Like a hot dog cart. You just walk up and you get one.
Marty, is this a dirty joke? Are you going to say yellow?
Yeah.
No, car exhaust. That's what it is.
That's getting darker the more I think about it, Marty.
Right? Marty, we totally made snow ice cream
Yeah.
slushies. We put it in a bowl and my daddy poured Pepsi over
There
it.
you go.
Poor man Slurpee.
That's what I'm talking about. See, Mother Nature comes through for Christmas.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a treat.
And manna also fell from the heavens.
Wasn't that
Not
bird
on
food?
us, it didn't.
Wasn't manna like some kind of bird crap?
No, it was bread.
But I thought it was like something from Bark the Bird.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
but, I mean,
The chosen people
one of the
were not
greatest
eating
towns
that.
ever pulled then. If the tribe were eating bird poop thinking it was just like not very tasty bread.
White bread. That's big.
With raisins.
Oh, boy.
Oh. I have so much work to do today. It's raining here. I guess that's good. Keep me in and working. I did my ruck yesterday.
Oh yeah, how are you doing, man? Are you starting to? Your endurance must be improving.
Yeah, it's it's super easy here because it's so flat. There's like no hills at all. But I did 8.5 miles, and it was nice because it was
Dang.
73. So
It has been very interesting, Cindy.
You're gonna be. You're gonna be feeling lots of differences, like improvements in like sleep, probably, right? Are your food choices any different?
He's not eating any kumquats.
I'm not. I'm really burned up about that.
I
Did
know.
you post any pictures? I want to see it.
No, I'll take some pictures today.
But has that improved your sleep and cut certain cravings and things like that?
Yeah, like yesterday, I wasn't craving anything.
Yeah.
And I slept so hard last night after walking that.
Yeah.
But he already wants to add more weight to it. Like I'm doing 20-pound ruck. He says, I'm ordering you another 20-pound plate. Good Lord.
He's gonna increase 20.
Doubling?
Yeah.
Okay. I trust him. The guy's in shape. He knows what he's doing.
But my legs are like solid now. It's weird just from a few weeks of that. But I haven't lost weight because I think I'm gaining muscle in my legs.
Yeah, you will. I mean, my body composition changes, but my weight doesn't. It's weird. It's like a set point.
But yeah, I'm not even craving like alcohol at night. I didn't have anything to drink last night or the night before.
Exercise does that. Why do you think that is?
What about your gas station wine?
Well, that was after a stressful day at work. That was Friday. I had some gas station wine.
Okay.
Sutter home?
No, barefoot.
Oh yeah. If you're gonna drink cheap wine though, that's not that bad.
It's all they had in a little like.
I don't think it's a bad brand, is it?
Yeah, Barefoot's not like the bottom of the barrel.
Right. And it's
It's not.
cheap, so it's
I might wait a little bit. Is that okay? Finish those up.
There you go.
Boone's Farm.
ooh,
No, Jeremy.
no.
Who hasn't had Boone's Farm though? Come on.
You know what? I've literally never had it.
Yeah, you
Oh,
have.
Don't start now.
Come on, y'all are liars.
I haven't.
I'm not a fan of wine in general.
At some point, some party somewhere, someone handed you one you didn't know, but you've had it.
It's a high school thing though. Once you get out of high school, you don't usually see it.
Here, Bubba, this question's for you.
Those are the hardest.
I don't know. I can connect you with Nick and he can make your life a living hell.
Yeah, that last 10, that's a long discussion because I struggled with that for a long time.
I have this little app that loads my exercises for the day, and the subject yesterday was Sunday Fun Day, and I thought, oh, good, I get something fun.
Nope.
Right.
What Nick thinks is fun.
Two totally different things.
Yeah.
One thing about weight loss is sleep. Like that's a big factor in getting stuck with that last 10.
I tell you
But
what,
if you're not sleeping well, your body tries to hold on to extra calories just in case, right?
Yeah.
It thinks you're being hunted by saber-toothed tigers.
Well, the endocrine system plays such a role in weight loss, right? The people don't realize that it's not just calorie in, calorie out. It's what we do with sugar, and under stress. Guess what happens? The body wants to release sugar, right? And
I've slept
cortisol.
so well for 2 years since my doctor put me on trazodone at night. I sleep just like somebody blows a dart into me. I sleep so hard.
100 milligram.
No, I'm only on 50.
Okay, good. Because it works best in the least amount. I mean, I'm not an MD. I'm not giving medical advice, but the lower doses work better.
But if I do an 8.5 mile ruck every day, I won't need anything.
Right. I know. Isn't that beautiful? And you feel good. Your moods are better. And
I'm in a good mood today. I'm glad Dad has improved since 6 o'clock. That look scares me when I see it at 6 a.m.
I bet.
Are you
So-
talking about me?
Yeah. You were a little cranky this morning.
You came at me this morning.
I don't think you're the one who should be afraid, Bubba.
Are we playing Christmas music?
Here we are.
Yes.
What is it?
Dolly Parton, Hard Candy Christmas.
When are you gonna be? When are you releasing? When's this year's first Dolly and Bubba?
Mhm.
You can ask me that on the air. I don't know, but
No party then, huh?
no, we'll do something on this, but I'm really bummed about that because last year was really big.
Yeah, I know.
Like that could have turned into a sales thing, I think.
I know. That was.
Can we talk about that? Because if we're doing that, we should probably plan it.
Sure.
Because it'll be next week, right?
Right, next Friday. I wonder if Mark Wimet can figure out the technology to come on and read for the night before Christmas.
That's one of my favorite
not
parts of
setting
the
up those
party,
tests.
isn't it? That's one of my favorite parts of the party. Hearing you lay into him, rip on him. And he's good with it too. He's really good with it. Yeah, like he plays right off it. It's really good. I mean, it's
You'll have
obviously
to invite him over to your place, Bubs.
Yeah, bring him to Dexter. Although I think I'm going to be in studio next week, because if not, I have to check all this stuff to LA and then bring it back to Michigan. I guess I could do that. It depends what you guys are doing. You guys will make the decision.
I think we decided to stay put.
Did you? Okay. Then I'll check a bag to LA and bring the processor.
We
to
probably
LA.
need to bring Miz in on this conversation, though.
Nah, just surprise me. Surprise.
Miz, you want morning drive the week after next?
Sure.
Everybody's off Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Okay.
Oh,
It's a Christmas miracle.
Have you seen any info on the Christmas special?
Yeah, I actually officially need to sign up for that. I haven't signed up for it yet.
An American Country Christmas, hosted by Kix Brooks.
yeah. That was a good duo.
Mhm.
That is on my to-do list for today. To do today.
Phyllis, I agree with you.
All right.
I've been saying that since his
Back in
first
1
Christmas
minute,
album.
or
What was
30
that,
seconds,
3 years
I should say.
ago? So good. Good morning, Cynthia.
Good morning.
All right. Back on radio in 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
102.9 W4 Country and Dolly Parton, Hard Candy Christmas, and the Breakfast with Bubba show with Bubba and Madison Raleigh.
Good morning.
It was not the Dolly you wanted.
No, I'm very much waiting for Bubba and Dolly's return this year.
We'll do that a little later on in the week.
Fine.
I'll bring that in. Brian Welch has the forecast.
Partly sunny, highs in the upper 30s.
We have Matt Misler pushing all the buttons and Dr. Marty here with your Monday Morning Jumpstart. We're talking Christmas nostalgia. We're taking our time with it this morning. We're through only 3 of 6 points that we have. You could join us on W4 TV at facebook.com/W4 Country or youtube.com/W4 Country, where you can catch the off the air conversation, which is, well, sometimes more scandalous than on the air.
Colorful.
Who's to say?
Who's to say how colorful it can be? Dr. Marty, what else would you like to talk about today?
Weird Christmas food. So food really brings back lots of memories, and the same foods show up just for that period of time and go away. But what's notable that you've seen or had to consume?
Boy, I'm trying to think. Did you have any weird Dutch traditions or Indonesian traditions?
Oh,
Madison?
yeah. So we always had Dutch Indonesian dishes served, which there's a few that I can't pronounce, but it's a lot of chicken and rice and beef and broccoli things. This is not, I don't even think this is Indonesian at all, but my aunt would make egg rolls every year. But at some point we kind of stopped making these dishes because everybody would bring something. And at some point everybody thought, I think somebody else was going to bring it. And my cousin basically said she was going to boycott Christmas if they didn't have any more of those left.
Yeah.
Because it was a tradition. And I think we all realized we did miss it too.
That's right.
We always got a lot of cookies, and there were a lot of weird Italian cookies in there. My grandmother made one with anise, and it was just terrible. So it was licorice cookies, just awful. And I remember avoiding the licorice cookies, and trust me, little Bubba got plenty of other cookies.
Was there powdered sugar involved in that anise?
Yeah,
cookie?
yeah, there was.
I would think, those are the worst. Any cookie with powdered sugar on it's going to be bad.
Right, you're in for a bad surprise if they cover it with powdered sugar. What about in the Welch household?
So it's kind of a family tradition that we do steaks for the holiday dinner. For Christmas we do steaks instead of ham or anything. And then my mom makes what she calls monkey bread. It's pull-apart bread made from canned Pillsbury rolls with a bunch of sugar and stuff added to it. And this is Christmas and maybe Easter, the only time she makes monkey bread.
Well, very good. More with Dr. We're going to extend you. Is that okay, Dr. Marty?
Sure,
we
sure.
have 2 points to get to. Welch will bump trending to 840, and we'll come back in just a moment. Right now, Madison's got a check on your W4 country traffic.
And things are looking okay. No problems on 94. It looks like 23 is running smoothly. So is 96. M52 looks good. M14 looks good. It does look like we have an accident to report on Washtenaw, just to the east side of 23, but it doesn't look like there's any major problems or delays through there. Might be just a little slower moving right at Washtenaw and Gulfside Road. A little heavier traffic on US 12 right at 23. Overall, not too bad for your Monday morning commute. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. That's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
Clear on radio.
Cindy, if you're out there, 2 pounds, watch to see, maybe you're just carbing up, because if you carb up, I can put on 8 pounds on a weekend if I eat carbs and then lose it. So a lot of that 2 pounds is going to be probably water weight.
Mm-hmm.
Like the thing on the scale, if when people use the scale, they have to realize something. You're not just measuring fat, the weight of fat. You're measuring lots of other stuff. Any food in your system and water, and that changes throughout the day. Even, by the end of the day, I'm lighter than I was when I woke up.
Mm-hmm.
What's with Welch and Feliz Navidad?
Oh, he's got sick dance moves to it. He's got some sick dance moves to Feliz Navidad.
So you know about all the Dutch treats and things, probably. And here you go.
Oh, we've potentially offended you.
She's offended, but she's a fan where he is not.
Yeah, this was a few years ago in the studio. We played Feliz Navidad, and it was like when, I think it might have still been Periscope that we were using.
I think so.
This
Yeah,
was
this was a while ago.
a couple streaming platforms ago, and I just danced in the studio, and Bubba shot it from a high angle that made me look like Tom Cruise short, like 5 foot, nothing, 4'9", something like that, and I just was kind of dancing along to it the whole time. I got tired at the end because
it was the whole time.
Do a whole song.
Oh yeah, man! I danced with my daughter when she's little. She'd like to do that, and man, that's a workout.
Feliz Navidad. That's so funny that it stuck with Cher Bear for that long.
Mm-hmm. I think we talked about it for a long time too, though.
Yeah, I guess we did, and I think we brought it back before. Is it saved somewhere?
I don't know. We should find it. Oh, it's got to be somewhere.
It's got to be.
It's got to be somewhere in the archives.
I guess maybe it lives on Twitter somewhere then, right?
It lives on the internet. It lives forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if we were to go through the archives of our Twitter / and or Facebook, and I bet we could find it.
Yeah, we'll find it.
I think now we've hyped it up too much. We'll make that a mission.
Skippy's good at Twitter. Maybe we'll get him on it.
Now we've hyped it up too much. People will be like, he's not even a good dancer.
I don't even know what those cookies are.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Springerly?
Springerly.
Springerly.
Oh, she said you did bring it back a couple of times.
Yeah, that sounds like us.
That checks
Once
out.
we find a bit that works.
You're right. You're right.
We got to shoot that joke down with a shotgun.
Another Christmas tradition. We can fall back on the old standbys.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, if we have a bit that lands for a special occasion that comes around once a year.
One time. It's got to land once.
Mm-hmm.
We will ride that out.
It's canonized.
Canonized.
Into the history of the Breakfast with Bubba show, and it will come back the next year.
And the next.
Programming.
It's been a family tradition of ours to go see a movie in the theater on Christmas Day.
Oh, my family.
I don't know. It's a lot of families will do that, but we made my poor mom sit through all the Lord of the Rings movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those are what you're seeing. No, it's got to be something light and fluffy.
Well, they came out on
I think we
Christmas.
saw. Well, yeah, but so did You've Got Mail, and that's what we stood in line to see. We visited my aunt in Connecticut that year, and we all went to see You've Got Mail.
And I think we did it again with The Hobbit. I think those were all holiday releases.
That might have been Thanksgiving.
That might have been Thanksgiving?
Come to think of it. No, the You've Got Mail. I don't know. Who's to say?
Okay, we got 2 long songs, so we need to make this
There you go.
Make this one quick.
Christmas baking. I like to bake. I was thinking about making some Christmas cookies this year, but I do this spiced peach pie. Usually it's for Thanksgiving. Sometimes I'll make it for Christmas too. I really like it. And I tried to do it for Thanksgiving this year, but basically everybody was out of all of the ingredients.
I bake the ham. Does that count?
There you go. Stick it in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas Eve, I'm going to do my baked French onion soup and steak Diane.
There you go. Star Wars on Christmas Day, huh?
That's what I'm talking about, Katie. Cut from the same cloth.
How does Diane like her steak, Bubba?
You light it on fire. There's flames.
Ah,
She likes it on fire.
there you go, Brian. There you go, Welch. There's your dad joke right there.
Steak and Diane.
30 seconds till radio.
To the pan.
Oh yeah, life goes on.
Oh boy, oh boy. 10 seconds.
The light goes on, right?
The light goes on.
Back in 5, 4, 3, 2.
That's so dumb.
102.9 W4 Country and the Breakfast with Bubba show at 8:24. We're with Dr. Marty for your Monday morning jumpstart, and we're talking holiday nostalgia. What's up next, Marty?
Music. Like who has a guilty pleasure Christmas song? Or
Bubba and Dolly, of course.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Come on, it's not Christmas until
That's a
Bubba
good
and Dolly
one.
come out.
You know, maybe we can do Bubba and Dolly later this hour. Maybe we could make it the debut this hour.
And next week.
We'll have Ms. work on that. What about you, Madison?
Two things. My grandfather's favorite was always Handel's Messiah. So at some point we play that kind of in the background while we're eating or cooking or whatever. And then my mom is a big fan of Michael Bublé everything, so his Christmas stuff usually comes out.
I broke up in the middle of Handel's
Harry
Messiah.
Connick Jr.
At the at U of M when they did Handel's Messiah. I went on a date there and broke up.
Oh,
Did that ruin the music for you? Like
No, you know, it's kind of.
He didn't like it to begin with. Why would it ruin it for him?
What about you, Welch? Any Christmas music traditions?
So there's one that I really like, and it's very obscure. It's Billy Squier doing "Christmas is the Time to Say I Love You."
Yes, I know
And
that.
they did that. It was like MTV back in the 80s, and they had all the cast and crew like in the background.
Yeah.
I guess all the crew. But yeah, I love that rendition of the song. It makes me
Yeah,
very
it's almost
happy.
like Auld Lang Syne. It's got that vibe to it, right? That's what I think about that song.
Christmas
Yeah.
is the time to say I love you.
All right,
Yeah.
Marty. What is your final point?
I just want to know, what is the highlight of your Christmas season? I want to know, like, what is the thing that like really stands out for you that you really look forward to?
You know, and I'm going to be honest with you. This year
I'm
we're not going to have it. It's the Breakfast with Bubba Christmas special.
Yeah, I know.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm really bummed about that too, because we had so much fun, especially last year with that one.
At the Arctic
Every year
Breakaway.
it's fun to see everybody-
We'll do something virtual, but it's just not going to be the same.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But wow, that's the same for the three of us. Thank you.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Thank you. It's Dr.
Hey.
Martin Fletcher from Renew Hope Counseling and the Shepherd and the Shrink podcast. He's here every Monday with your Monday morning jumpstart. Stick around. We got your news coming up next. This is Brad Paisley and the Mona Lisa on 102.9 W4 Country.
Clear on radio.
All right,
Last
Ms.
week's program.
I agree
Oh,
with that one, Heidi.
With the timing, let's cut Chris Stapleton.
Okay.
Let's just go straight to traffic and news.
Hey, good seeing you guys.
Good seeing you, Marty.
Marty.
See you next week. All right.
See you next Monday.
Bye.
Bye, Marty.
Bye.